Good day everyone, my name is April Migalang Torres from BECE2C. Now, for this video reporting, we will hear the discussion also by other reporter, which is Miss Hannah Jane Torotoro. In this video, we will tackle or discuss all about geological and geophysical investigation in civil engineering, which is the exploration techniques. Objectives. At the end of this video reporting or discussion, the students will be able to first define what is exploration techniques of geological and geophysical investigation in civil engineering. Second, know the purpose of exploration techniques. Third, we have identified the following types of exploration techniques. And lastly, determine the subsurface of each exploration techniques of geological and geophysical investigation. So, what is exploration techniques? When we say exploration techniques, exploration is the process of searching for deposits of minerals, coal, oil, or gas, or petroleum. Information gathered during exploration is used to assess the location, size, and quality of the deposit to determine if it can be recovered in an economically feasible way. Exploration is first done over wide areas and becomes more focused where potential resources are identified. Exploration does not guarantee mining will occur in an area. So, what is the purpose of exploration techniques? The purpose of exploration is to search for a significant deposit of minerals or petroleum that is of worthwhile value to extract, process, and sell. Before any resources exploration can be done by any explorer or company, they must have an approved exploration license in place from mining, exploration and geoscience or MEG. To continue this topic, Miss Hannah will discuss about it.
Exploration techniques. So, exploration usually begins with low-impact operation, including desktop testing and field inspections, to assess if signs of minerals or petroleum are present. It is achieved before more intensive technologies such as geochemical sampling, exploration, and geophysical surveys are carried out. So there are 4 types of exploration techniques. So the geophysical surveys, the geological mapping, desktop surveys, and the geochemical survey. Geophysical survey. Geophysical survey may help in the development of resources without the need for sampling, and they are normally carried out with minimum surface disturbance. Different kinds of geophysical surveys use different applications and facilities to measure different physical properties of the Earth. Geophysical survey may be carried out underground or from the air. So, under geophysical survey, ang first one, ang airborne geophysical survey. So, there are examples of airborne geophysical surveys. Ang magnetic, gravitational, radiometric, and electromagnetic survey. So, from the word airborne, so nasa air siya nagakuan. So, ang usually ginagamit ani, so ang helicopter, gamit manan niya is air nasa himpapawid, and then helicopters or light airplanes in a grid pattern with measure instrument para magamit siya sa pag-survey. So ang second one is the ground-based survey. So kaning ground-based survey, ang examples pod ani niya kayo same lang siya sa airborne, pero ang ground-based na siya seismic. So kaning ground-based is usually siya na sa baba, and then ang ginayus ani kay quad bikes, light cars, or seismic truck. So kanang can range siya from a single physicist or a team physicist and technicians nga nagawalk sa survey area. So ang sunod kay ang magnetic geophysical survey. So kaning magnetic survey kuan na siya kanang used to track kanang Earth's magnetic field caused by magnetic minerals. So gina-use po niya siya sa pag-analyze sa rock types and geological formations. Tapos nag-help po niya siya sa resource identification. And ang ginagamit po ani sa mga geophysical technicians kay magnetometer or a sensor on a pole nga kanang ginatamak nila na ay sensor dira na makadetect sa mga magnetic minerals dira na ginagamit nila sa pag-survey. So next, gravity survey. So gravimeter measures the gravity field and madetect sad niya ang mini changes sa field and makasabot siya and mamap niya ang mga geological formations with varying densities and locations sa mga various rocks. So electromagnetic survey. So makameasure niya siya changes in conductivity in the near surface soil and rocks in 3 dimensions and makadetect niya siya mga metallic minerals. And to learn more about groundwater and salinity. And then ang small crew uses transmitting and receiver cables to take ground readings. So seismic survey. So kaning seismic survey is maka-track ni siya og mga vibration nga kanang nagi mag-travel sa Earth's crust. And then kaning seismology fundamentals kay mo ni siya ginagamit sa mga ground-based surveys nga para maka-make siya og picture sa geology underneath sa surface. And then especially suited pod ang flat-lying sedimentary basins kay maka-provide siya information sa rocks down to kilometers in depth, several kilometers in depth. And then most commonly used pod niya siya sa mga explorations sa petroleum and coal. So next, ang Induced Polarisation Survey. So kanya siya is maka-establish niya siya og electric field sa ground and maka-measure po niya siya sa chargeability and resistivity of the region beneath the surface. And then makadetect po niya siya og differences sa resistivity caused by aquifers, metallic minerals, and other rock types. So the last one under the geophysical survey kay ang Drillhole Survey. So kani siya is nagayuse ni siya og thin wire rope para ma-lower niya ang varieties of scientific instrument down to exploration of drill holes or bore holes, and naga-measure po siya sa rock properties such as density, porosity, and strength by measuring ang magnetic, radiometric, ug electrical information nga nasa inside sa boreholes. And then most commonly used pud gihapon ni siya kagaya sa seismic survey sa mga exploration sa petroleum o coal.
So, to continue about the exploration techniques, we have geological mapping, which is the process of locating and identifying rock types and geological structures in relation to landforms and topography. It is sometimes the first method of exploration used on the ground, and it may take place at a local comprehensive scale or a regional scale. A geologist will frequently visit the region of interest to look at rock outcrops and observe the location, orientation, and features of the rock or sediment visible at the surface. It may include gaining access to a property with a light vehicle, taking measurements and collecting small samples from rock outcrops, soils, or streams for chemical analysis. This data will then be used to create a geological map of the exploration region, which will show the distribution of rock types and structures. So another types of exploration techniques, we have desktop surveys. Desktop surveys that entail studying available geological information for a particular area of interest. This may entail investigating and analyzing previous company exploration reports, exploration data, and published geological information. This procedure enables an exploration company or prospector to make an informed decision prior to applying for a license for beginning real field work. Now, we have geochemical surveys are used to identify areas for further investigation. Soil, rock, and or sediment samples are typically collected as part of the surveys. These samples are sent to a laboratory for analysis in order to determine prospective mineralization zones. So, under the geochemical surveys, we have soil sampling. To retrieve soil and subsoil samples, hand tools such as shovels, picks, and hand augers are used. Samples are frequently collected on a regular grid pattern and consist of small soil samples. Hand-operated or vehicle-mounted power augers may also be used. Following sampling, holes excavated during the program or routinely backfilled and vegetation replaced. So, we have stream sediment sampling. Within drainage pipes, 2 kilogram samples of sediment are gathered. 3 samples are typically collected where 2 creeks meet, 1 downstream and 2 upstream of the meeting point in each of the merging drainage lines. Hand tools are commonly used to gather samples which may be sieved during collection. Rock chip sampling. Handheld tools are used to haul up to a few tons of rock material from outcrops. During geological mapping programs, rock chip samples are typically gathered. So another one, we have channel sampling. A series of soil or rock samples are gathered along the excavation phase. This may be a road cut, the face of an existing open pit or underground mine, a trench, or something else. So another, we have costeaning or the trench sampling. Costeaning, also known as trench sampling, is a type of geochemical sampling that involves digging a shallow trench and mapping, analyzing, and sampling the exposed rock. It entails digging a costean or trench with a backhoe or other comparable equipment. The trench should be 20 cm wide to more than a meter wide and a few centimeters to meters deep, where hard rock is near the surface. So another types of geochemical surveys, we have the bulk sampling. Extraction of a bulk sample traditionally entails the construction of a small open cut mine or excavation of small underground operation. The level of disturbance caused by a bulk sample is determined by the nature and location of the mineral deposit being sampled. So, to wrap it up, that would be all about exploration techniques with 4 types such as geophysical surveys, geological mapping, desktop surveys, and geochemical survey. I hope you gained something in this video. This is April Migalang Torres from BECE2C and Hannah Jane Torotoro reporting about geological and geophysical investigation of civil engineering topics of exploration techniques. Thanks for watching!